Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy summer solstice. I'm so grateful that you're here for this special yoga session today. My name is Tammy, and if you don't mind, if you're joining, please say hello in the chat and where you're joining from. That would be so awesome. We will begin with warm-ups. So you'll want to bring what you need to your space, a yoga mat, or if you have a carpeting floor, that will work as well. 2 yoga blocks or 2 large books, bed pillows, or whatever you have available, yoga blanket or a large towel, and an open heart. So we are going to celebrate the sun's energy and ourselves, our light within, as we begin this yoga session, this yoga practice. So this is your yoga practice. We will begin in a seated place. We will be warming up first, and we'll be moving through sun salutations, some standing postures, some grounding and cooling poses. We'll be doing breath work and a closing meditation and shavasana to seal in everything. And we will begin to open with a few inspirational reads. So I'm reading from this book, Yoga 365, Daily Wisdom for Life on and Off the Mat by Susanna Harwood Rubin. We are one and we are many. Each of us is a unique individual. Each of us has particular tastes, preferences, and talents. Each of us has our own personal way of being in the world. But folded into our individual selves are many different selves, each one formed from the diversity of our experiences and the cultivation over time of our tastes and sensibilities. We are made up of many, and yet we are one. When we feel powerless or blocked, this is what we need to remember. We are infinite. We hold limitless possibility. We are one and we are many. And so our theme or our intention for this next excerpt is for our practice on our mat. Arrive at your mat in a way that honors your yoga practice. So we are honoring ourselves as well as the sun on this summer solstice. How we present ourselves to the world in a social interaction or a work environment, for example, expresses something about our attitudes towards the people in our lives and the settings we inhabit. Similarly, how we present ourselves on our yoga mat expresses something about our attitudes towards ourselves and our practice. Honor your practice by arriving with an attitude that expresses the reverence you feel for it. The reverence you feel for it. For example, arranging your mat carefully on the floor, then moving slowly and intentionally as you place your body on your mat. Appreciating the rituals that set the stage for your practice session. In doing so, you honor yoga, you honor yourself. So let's honor ourselves, listen to what our body needs today, harnessing that energy from within, from the sun. And let's find a comfortable seat. So however that might be feeling for your body today, maybe you're sitting propped up on a blanket. I am doing so. So if you are, you want to sit on the edge of the blanket so your spine can lift and your sit bones can root down into the earth. And if easy seat is not so easy for you, maybe you start extending your legs out in front of you, or maybe you possibly begin practice laying down and find what is suitable for yourself. So let's take these next few moments to settle in, to connect to whatever brought you to your mat today. The summer solstice is a time of awakening to new beginnings of the season, recharge, renew ourselves within and without, the space around us, Time for self-care and tuning in to whatever we need. As you root down through the lower body, rise up through the spine. Rest the shoulders. Hands land wherever they do. Maybe you'd like to have the palms down on the knees or thighs to ground yourself, or turning your palms up to receive. Relaxing through the throat, muscles in the jaw, around the eyes, and the skin above your brow. Closing the eyes if that feels okay. Connecting to you, to your authentic nature. This is your opportunity to draw in a deeper awareness of breath, deeper connection to yourself, coming home to you. Let's do some deep breathing as you inhale through the nose, maybe filling the breath for a count of 4 on the inhale. And as you exhale, letting the exhales be a little bit longer, so releasing out through the sit bones. As you inhale, fill the heart, the lungs, and the side ribs. As you exhale, heart softens, ribs contract, belly softens. Continue with your own rhythm of breath. Maybe you're breathing in for 2 and exhaling for 4 or 3. Enjoying this wave of breath that you're creating. See Bella hopping around. It's my little friend. What you would like to see for yourself on the mat today. And as you move through this beautiful day, setting your sankalpa, your intention, resolve, honoring yourself and everything that you are, your body, your mind, your spirit. Your next inhale, circle your hands in front of your heart. Rest the thumbs, the heart's sternum in Anjali Mudra. Maybe you can feel the warm energy already through the palms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bow to yourself in gratitude, kindness, love. Inhale, rise. Exhale. We'll open with the sound of Om. Breathe in. Exhale the breath completely. Inhale for the Om. Rest your hands back to your knees or thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chin towards the heart center. Rest through the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up, lifting the chin if it's okay for your neck. Feeling that stretch through the throat. As you inhale back to center, exhale, chin towards the heart. Inhale, rise up, moving with your own breath. Exhale, chin back to the center. Keep going. As you breathe in, chin lifts. As you breathe out, chin comes back towards the heart. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift up back to the center and take a deep breath in here. Exhale, gaze over to the right or over the right shoulder. Rest through the shoulders, so you want to relax through the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left or over the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, middle. Exhale to the left. So maintaining your breath in through the nose, out through your nose. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, middle. Exhale to the left. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. So feeling the stretch along the left side of the neck. You can stay here. The option to take the fingertips to the mat. You can stay there, or another option is to lift the arm up. So stretching out through the fingertips and feeling that extra stretch along the top of the arm. And then rest the left hand down. Inhale back to the center. Exhale. Left ear to the left shoulder. Choosing the option that is comfortable for yourself, staying here or resting the fingertips out away from the body on the mat, or lifting the arm up and stretching out through the fingers, feeling that extra stretch on the top of the arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Press the right hand back down, bring it back to the knee or thigh. Take a deep breath in, exhale, chin towards the heart. Now we'll circle. So nice and easy as you circle around, moving with your breath. So you want to remember that this is your practice. Every day that we step onto the mat, or even in life, is different. So you want to honor and listen to yourself. What is going on with your body today? Taking care of it and nurturing it is important. Other direction when you're ready. The next time your chin is at heart center, inhale, rise up. Exhale, inhale. Bring the shoulders to the ears on the inhale. Exhale, release down your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands by the hips. Right palm's going to stay on the mat. Turn the left palm up as you inhale, reach it up. And exhale, stretch over to the right. You want to be mindful of the left hip. You want to soften that down towards your mat. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release the left hand, other side. Turn the right palm up. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, stretch over to the left side. Softening through the right hip. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the right hand. We're going to do that one more time each side. Turn the left palm up as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch over to the right. You can also rest your arm on the head if that feels better for you. Breathing, most important. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, release the left hand. Turn the right palm up. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale as you stretch over to the left side. Again, you can always rest your arm on the head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Take the hands to the knees and we're going to circle. So moving around our digestive juices, getting some circulation going as you circle. So the circle is, the option is for you to make it big or small, whatever works. Circle the other direction. As you breathe in and out. Maybe you're finding some knots or tightness around the lower back, maybe even in your hip area. Return to center. Bring the hands to the ankles. If you have your legs extended, you can bring the hands to the top of the thighs. As you inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round. So moving through some cat-cows, nourishing the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Bring the hands under the knees. Guide them in. And we'll come into tabletop position. So hands and knees. If you have wrist or knee sensitivity, you might want to bring a blanket in for your knees or your wrists or both. So wrists underneath the shoulders, fingers wide as you can get them. So space there. And then knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet gently pressing into the mat. Or you can tuck the toes under. We'll move some more of the spine. So cat-cow here. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the spine. Bring the navel towards your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin into your cow pose. And exhale, round into your cat. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center and you're going to walk the hands out a little bit further and move through the hips. We're going to circle the hips around. Maybe you sit back into a little child's pose. And circle the other way when you're ready. Breathing. Return to the center. Let's tuck the toes under. So we're going to feel the tuck of the toes just for a few breaths. So maybe bringing your hands, wrists back underneath the shoulders. Maybe you sit back. Maybe that's too much. You can just stay where you are. Stretching out through our feet. And then with the toes tucked, lift your knees and then your hips up and back to downward facing dog. So our first downward dog of the day, first full body stretch. Maybe your knees are bent. Rest your head between your arms, gently pressing through the palms. Feel the stretch along the back of the body. Breathing. Maybe you'd like to walk it out. So pedaling the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Nice and easy, being kind to yourself.
Come back to stillness in your downward facing dog. Bend the knees, gaze at the hands, and step your feet up towards your hands. Let's step all the way to the top of the mat. On your exhale, folding forward, bending the knees. Keep the knees nice and soft. Root through your feet as you inhale and roll up. Bring the arms over the head, or hands can stay at your hips to modify. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Rest your arms by your sides. Tadasana mountain pose. So your feet can be hip distance apart, or big toes can touch together. Do what feels good for you. We're going to fold forward a few times first and then move to sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Relax your head. Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Fingertips to the mat or the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Rest your arms by your sides. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Relax your head, bend your knees if you need to soften. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Relax your arms by your sides. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Rest your arms by your sides. We'll move through sun salutations as you inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, look forward. This time, exhale, hands come to the mat, step both feet back into plank position. Straighten legs or modify knees to the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale for baby cobra, or maybe you're an upward facing dog. Exhale, release, tuck the toes. Inhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your inhale, bend your knees, gaze at your hands, step your feet up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Two more of those with your breath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat first. Step your feet back to your plank position. Exhale, lower. Inhale for your upper back bend. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and hips up and back on your exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. The other option for resting, you can bring the knees down, take them wide, and sit back to child's pose, or just have a seat in any way that's comfortable for you, and return to your practice when you're ready. On your inhale, bend your knees, gaze at your hands, step your feet up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Rest your arms by your sides. One more of those. With your breath, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the feet back to a plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale for your upper back bend. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your inhale, bend your knees, gaze at your hands, step your feet up, help them along if they need it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Rest your arms by your sides. Utkatasana. Take the feet hip distance apart, or you can touch the toes together, the big toes. Sitting back towards your heels, bending your knees. So options, you can bring the hands to the thighs, hands to your hips, arms extend in front of you, or raise the arms up. So many options. Feeling the fire in the thighs. Inhale, come up, straighten the legs, relax your arms. One more time. Bending the knees, sit back towards your heels, tucking the pelvic bowl forward. So you want to keep a straight spine as much as it's available. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, come up, straighten the legs, relax your arms. Step the right foot back to warrior one. So you always have the option to find your balance using a chair, whatever is close to you, maybe the wall if you need to have some more stability. So we're stepping the left foot back into warrior one, bend through the right knee, hands to the hips, hands on the thigh, or extend the arms up. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, relax your arms. Other side, step the right foot back. So finding your balance, your foundation first. Bend through the left knee. Hands to the hips, hands on the thigh, or extend the arms up. Finding a drishti, a focal point to gaze at that's not moving so you can maintain your balance. Inhale, step the right foot up. Exhale, release the arms. Let's walk it out. Triangle pose. Step the right foot back. So we're going to face the toes towards the side of the mat first, and then turn the right toes towards the back of your mat. So this is where you can use the block if you have one. If you need support, we'll place it on the outside of the right foot. Extend the arms out to a T, and then inhale, reach with the right arm as far as you can, or the right hand, and exhale, release. So you can bring the fingertips to the block, to the floor, to your calf, whatever is available. Extend the left arm, or hand can come to the hip or alongside your body. Gazing up to the left hand or down towards your mat. Breathing. On your exhale, gaze down. Inhale, come up, bring the block with you. If you're using it, exhale, release the arms for a second. Turn the right toes in. Left toes are going to face the front of the mat. Place the block on the outside of the left foot. Extend the arms out to a T position. Inhale, reach as far as you can. Exhale, release the left hand. Extend the right arm, or hand can come to your hip or alongside the body. Gaze up towards the right hand or down towards your mat.
Breathing in, breathing out. On your exhale, gaze down. Inhale, come up to a T. Leave the block where it is and release on the exhale. Step the right foot up to the top of the mat. Walk it out. We'll step the feet wide now. So again, the toes will face the side of your mat. Taking the feet wide to a wide-legged forward fold. So as wide as it's comfortable for you. If you want to use the block, it'll be in front of the feet or in between your feet. You can also bend the knees. Arms out to a T position. This is your inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. And then inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. So the block has sides, low, medium, and high setting. This is low, medium, high. So find what's available for you, what's comfortable, what works. And once you're folded forward, you want to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. So pretending that you're going to do a handstand. Try to shift the weight to the toes as well as your heels. Finding your balance. You're doing great. Coming up with our blood flow, inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, release. And turn the right toes towards the back of the mat. So you're going to bend the knee, press into the right foot, and then step up to the top of your mat. Walk it out. Balancing. We'll come to tree pose. You might use the assistance of a chair if you have one close by, or the wall. Maybe you rest the fingertips on the wall. We'll start with the right side. So grounding through the left foot, hands to your hips, or using your assistance. Lift the right heel, turn the right knee out. So turning the knee out, we're opening the hip first. Toes can stay on the mat or the floor. Lift your foot up to the calf or the inner thigh. So you want to be mindful if you're lifting, especially up to the inner thigh, you don't want to press on the knee anywhere. So never pressing the foot onto the knee. Hands can stay at the hips, hands in prayer, or you can raise the arms up to tree or bring the palms together on top of your head. Finding the point of focus, something to look at that's not moving. Breathing, keep grounding through the left side as you rise up through your center. Bring your hands back to the hips, the right knee towards the front, extend out through the right leg, and rest the right foot. Walk it out. Other side, so ground through the right side, find your balance, lift the left heel up, turn the left knee out, opening through the hip. And your options, toes can stay on the mat, lift them up to the calf or your inner thigh. Using support where you need to, hands at the hips, hands in prayer, extending the arms like branches or above your head, and breathe. Release your hands back to the hips, knee towards the front, extend out through the left foot, and bring the foot down. Walk it out. And we'll move down to the mat. Step back to the top for Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Relax your head.
Inhale, look forward. And exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step both feet back into plank and lower down. Untuck your toes, so gently pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. As you inhale, come up to a baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Press through the hands. Come up to a tabletop position. Bring your feet to one side, have a seat. Extend the legs out in front of you. So maybe lifting the glute flesh up and behind you to feel the sit bones ground a little bit more. You can also use the assistance of a blanket if you have that. Sitting on the edge of a blanket so the spine can lift a little bit longer. Flex your toes towards you. We'll fold forward. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms up, and exhale, reach forward. So maybe your hands are here, maybe your hands are here. Whatever's suitable for you, maybe you're bending your knees or placing the blanket under the knees for support. Lengthening through the spine as much as you can and breathing. Inhale, come up, exhale. Shake the legs out. We'll reverse that stretch. Bend the knees, soles of the feet on the mat for a reverse table. Hands behind you. Fingers facing the body as you press through the feet and the hands. Lift your hips up. Let's breathe. Exhale, gently release down. Roll the wrists around. So releasing tension from our wrist joint. Circle the other direction. And then shake it out. Half butterfly. Extend the left leg long. Right foot draws into the inner thigh or the calf. If you need support, placing a blanket underneath the right knee or a cushion. Flex the left toes towards you. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, come into your forward fold. On your inhale, walk the hands back in. Exhale, release. Seated cat-cow before we move to the other side. Again, you can always extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Hands under the knees. Guide them in. Other side. Extend the right leg. Left foot gently presses into the right thigh or your calf. Support for the left knee if you need it. Take a deep breath in and exhale, fold, flexing the right toes toward you to keep that leg active. That's your foundation. Lengthening through the spine, opening through the heart. On your inhale, walk your hands back in. Exhale, release to a seated cat-cow, or you can take vinyasa if you want to. Come back to hands and knees. And plank, and then exhale. Inhale. And exhale to downward facing dog. And bend your knees on the inhale, gaze at your hands, step the feet up, and have a seat back on your mat. Twist is next, so extend the left leg long, right knee is bent. So you want some space between the right foot and your inner thigh. Flex the left toes. Right hand's going to come behind you to support the spine. As you inhale, reach the left arm, and exhale, twist to the right, holding the knee. If you practice the bind, you can bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. But if this is your first time practicing the twist, you just want to hold the knee. Looking to the side or over the right shoulder. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale, look towards the front, releasing your twist to seated cat-cow. So we're flushing out before we move to the other side with our twist. Inhale, exhale. Remember, you can always take full vinyasa. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Come back to the center, hands under the knees. Guide them in. Other side with our twist. Extend the right leg, left knee is bent. Remember, space between the foot and the inner thigh. Flex the right toes. Left hand comes behind you to support yourself. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, twist to the left. Holding the knee, or if you practice the bind, going there. Look to the side or over the left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, return to the front, releasing your twist to seated cat-cow or your vinyasa. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Hands under the knees. Guide them in. Navasana or boat pose. Bending the knees. Sit back or lean back on your sit bones. So we're engaging our center. So you don't want to sink into the spine too much. You want to lift up and out through the spine and the heart. Toes can stay on the mat, or you can raise the shins parallel, or straighten the legs. Hands behind the thighs, alongside the body, or behind you to support. Breathing. It does get easier the more you practice. Cross the ankles. Hands in front of the hips will lift up and forward, and sit back down. Second one. Lift off, cross the ankles, hands in front of the hips. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Cross the ankles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit down. Butterfly, bring the soles of the feet together. So determining where you are with your body today and how you want to stretch. The closer you bring the heels to the body, the more intense the stretch is going to be in the inner thigh and groin area. If you bring them further away, you'll have a little bit more of relaxation. So you can bring the hands to the feet or wherever it's comfortable for you. If you have severe back issues, I recommend you just stay upright. Otherwise, let's take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward. On your inhale, gently come up. Exhale, release hands under the knees, guide them in the center, and let's walk the feet out a little wider than our hips.
Hands behind you and windshield wipers. Just gently alternating the knees side to side. Return to the center, heel toe your feet back in. Bring the hands behind your thighs and roll down to the mat. So if you have a ponytail in your hair, you might want to move it to the side or take it completely out so the back of your head can gently rest on the mat. We'll move into bridge. Soles of the feet on your mat. You want the knees in line with your hips. So you don't want the knees to be out or to inward in the midline. You want them right in the center. And then space between your heels and your glute area. Hands by the hips, palms down. Press through the feet, lift your hips and breathe. You also you want to be mindful not to turn your head while you're here in this inversion. On your exhale, gently release the body down, pause. Do two more. When you're ready, press through your feet, lift your hips up, breathe. And if you'd like to, if you work with the bind, you can always walk the shoulders underneath the body, interlace your fingers. Keep pressing through your feet. If you're in the bind, release the fingers first, walk your shoulders out to neutral, and on the exhale, release the body down to the mat. Pause. One more time when you're ready, press through your feet, lift your hips up, taking your version of bridge. On your exhale, gently release down, pause. Draw your knees into the chest. Happy baby. So you can be here, bring the hands to the shins, and then take the knees out to shoulder width apart, pressing into the shins, or soles of the feet up towards the sky or ceiling. And hands on the outer edge of the feet, pressing into the feet as your feet press into your hands. Hands around the ankles and press down, or behind your thighs and press down. Choosing your version of happy baby where you can relax the shoulders and release the tension from the neck. So sometimes it's great when we reach for our feet, but also when we reach for the feet, we might be lifting the shoulders. So if that's happening, try to see if you can reposition your hands. And then if you'd like to, rock your baby side to side, massaging the spine. Return to center. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Release. Bring the knees in. Hug the arms around your shins. Wind release pose. Breathe in and breathing out. Hands to the knees. Let's circle. So we're massaging the lower spine, the outer hip. Circle the other way. Come back to center. Bring the feet back to your mat.
And you can rock and roll up, bring the hands behind your thighs and rock and roll up, or turn to the side, press into the hands to come up to a seat. Be doing some breath work, some breathing, Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath first, and then we'll be doing a cooling breath. So the Nadi Shodhana breath helps to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain and also relaxes the nervous system. And the cooling breath we'll be doing calms the body, but it also cleanses the teeth and the gums. So Shatali breath. The first breath is Nadi Shodhana. The second breath is Shatali, or the cooling breath. So find a comfortable seat. The left hand will come into Gyan Mudra. So the first finger and the thumb will touch. The back of the hand rests on the knee or thigh with the rest of the fingers extended. And then the right hand, the first two fingers will draw into the palm. Right thumb will close the right nostril, and the right third finger will close the left. We'll begin to completely expel the breath. So breathe in. Exhale completely. And we'll begin. Right nostril closes. Inhale through the left. Close the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Release your hand. Inhale. Exhale. The second breathing technique is the cooling breath. So there's two ways to do this one. You can roll your tongue like a taco. And we breathe through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale through the nose. The other way, if that's not easy for you, is to smile, bringing the teeth together, and inhale through the teeth. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. We'll take this time for resting, for Shavasana. You're welcome to sit in a meditative seat or lay down on your mat in a comfortable position. You can take Shavasana, corpse pose, space between the feet and arms out away from the body, palms up. Or you can be in constructive rest, bend the knees and take the feet the width or wider than your mat. Knees touch in the center. You can also place a folded blanket underneath the knees if you need support for the lower back, or unfold the blanket completely and place it over your body, or fold the blanket and place it over your abdomen for grounding. So many ways for you to find rest. Close the eyes and just come to stillness. taking this opportunity for your rest and relaxation. Sealing in everything that you did today, all the space and energy you created. You are welcome to stay here in Shavasana for the closing meditation, or kindly find your way up to a seat. Wherever you are, keep your eyes closed and maintain your comfortable space. Take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw release. Let your heart feel open and belly soft. As we close our practice on this day of light, the summer solstice, we pause to honor the fullness of the sun, its radiance, its power, its life-giving force. Feel that warmth within you now, a steady glow, not burning, but sustaining. A golden light behind your ribs, in your heart space, a place of recharge. Let your breath feed this light. Inhale, drawing in the energy of the season. Exhale, releasing what is no longer needed. Let each breath be a clearing. Let each breath be returned. The solstice marks a threshold, a moment of brilliance before the slow return to shadow. From this peak, we gently turn inward, not in darkness, but in renewal. Now is the time to root deeper, to nourish your inner world, to plan intentions for the season ahead.
Feel into any message your body, your heart, or the earth has for you. What is ready to be replenished? What is ready to be released? What part of you is asking to be born again? Know that in this turning of the wheel, you are part of a greater rhythm. The sun rises and sets. The tide flows and returns. So do you expand and soften, burn brightly and rest deeply. Let this be your promise today to move the cycles, to trust, to find strength and stillness and renewal in the light. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow gently to the sun above and the sun within. Whisper softly or think to yourself, I am renewed, I am whole, I am enough. Take one final deep breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes. May this day, may the sun's energy light your way within and without. May this day bring you peace, love, and happiness. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day.